Good day children, Sai Ram, and welcome back to the second session of this lesson, Exogenetic Processes Part 2. In this lesson, we have already learned in the previous lecture about the two agents, that is, one is river water and the second one was glaciers, correct? Their transportational, their erosional and the depositional work we have learned in the previous lecture. Now let's continue with our lesson with the other agents. The next agent we are going to talk is about the wind. Okay, as we have learned in mechanical weathering, when we learned about the exogenetic processes part 1, we have learned in the mechanical weathering that mechanical weathering takes place on a large scale in desert areas. So during a mechanical weathering, whatever eroded material is there, where does that material go? The erosional, the transportational and depositional work of wind is more prominent in desert and semi-arid region. So like mechanical weathering, here the wind also plays a very important role for as a agent. The erosional, transportational and depositional work of wind is more prominent in places which is having a desert and a semi-arid region. Now, just now I told you about the mechanical weathering. Because of the mechanical weathering, the rocks are weathered into smaller particles. Okay, and these particles are eroded and taken away from one place to the other with the help of the winds. And mainly this agent wind, it is not hardly having any obstacles because it is in a desert area. So it is hardly having any obstacles, so it can very easily transfer the goods from one place to the other, or the materials from one place to the other. Now, sand particles get transported over longer distance and deposits wherever speed of wind reduces. Now, what is carried by the wind over here? Wind carries the sand particles, okay, which can be easily carried by the wind. Okay, and where the speed of the wind is reduced, there only the materials get deposited. Okay, so this is the work of the wind. Let's see the erosional work of the wind. What actually erosion is done because of the wind? Erosional work of the wind. The wind carries small sand particles, small pebbles along with it. When it is blowing, it is carrying small sand particles and small pebbles. We cannot say that the big stones and all be carried with the help of wind, but at least small sand particles and small pebbles will be carried by the wind. Yes or no? Then these particles cause erosion along rocks coming in the way due to friction. Now, as the wind is carrying the small sand particles, small pebbles along with it, what happens? Whatever comes in the middle, for example, a rock is coming in the middle. Okay, due to a friction with the rock, what happens? The rock gets eroded over here. Okay, these particles cause erosion to the rock. Okay, these particles will take away, just cross it and take away whatever is there along with it. Okay, so these particles cause erosion along rocks coming in the way due to friction. And this erosional work, because of this erosional work, what happens? It leads to the formation of mushroom rocks, deflation hollows and yardings. Okay, these are the various formations just because of this type of erosional work. Understood? Now you can see over here the picture of a mushroom rock. How the mushroom rock is being eroded. Okay, how it's look like a mushroom. Okay, previously it was a normal rock. Just because of the wind carrying the sand particles and all with it. What happened? Due to the friction, the whole rock got eroded. Okay, and now it is looking as if it is a mushroom. These are the yardings. Okay, here the hard rock we can see over here, but the soft part of the rock is already eroded. Okay, so this is called as yardings. Then you can see over here the part how yardings are formed. Okay, you can see over here, this is the middle part is soft rock. Okay, while you see the top part, it is the hard rock. Okay, so what happens because of the wind? The soft rock is being eroded. Okay, but the hard rock cannot be eroded. Now let's study about the depositional work of the winds. We have already learned when the speed of the wind is lessened or reduced, there only the deposition of the material takes place. Now sand particles that blow are of different shapes and size. Now they are not of equal size or small, only very small, that much only size, no. They are of different size and shapes. Those which are fine are carried over long distances. When these particles, sand particles which are there, which are very much fine, they can be carried over long distances. But if the particles are little bit bigger, then it cannot be carried on to a longer distance. Larger ones over short distance only. Okay, many very fine particles are there, then it can be carried on a long distance, and small, if larger ones are there, then it can be carried for a short distance only. Now, it gets deposited in deserts and semi-arid climate. Where this, when it is blowing, where it is getting deposited? In places where there is a desert and a semi-arid climate. Now, because of which what happened? Because of the depositional work of winds, such type of deposition, landform like sand dunes are formed. You must have seen the sand dunes in a desert. Barchans, sieves, ripple marks, Lewis plains, etc. are formed. Okay, let's see the picture of the sand dunes, barchans and all. Yes, these are the ripples formed over here. Okay, you can see this ripples formed, so it is called as ripple marks. Yes, what is this? Sand dunes. Okay, these are sand dunes. Yes, this is sieve. Okay, just now I showed you, asked you if that is a sieve landform is formed. Then, what is this? This is called as a hamada. Okay, what it is called as hamada. You can see this small stones and all, sand which is getting collected between them. Okay, so it is called as a hamada. Now, here is a picture. In this picture, you are going to tell me this picture belongs to which part? The first one. If you see the first one, it is a, yes, it is a mushroom rock. Okay, it is a mushroom rock. What about this? This is a picture of sand dune, correct. Then what about this? Yardangs, very good. And what about this? Sieve. Okay, it is a sieve. First one was mushroom rock. Then second one is, what is that called as? Sand dunes or barchans. And third one it is called as yardangs. The last one is a sieve. Now let's see the next agent. Here we are going to talk about the next agent, that is the sea waves. Such type of erosion or depositional or transportation takes place in the coastal areas by the help of sea waves. You all must be knowing the sea waves come to the shore, and along with it brings brings us some sediments and all. Okay, along with water, sediments also come with the. Okay, if you all have ever visited any beach, you must be knowing when the waves are coming, the waves are bringing the sediments along with it. Okay, in coastal areas, sea waves carry out erosional, transportational and depositional work. Okay, all this work is carried out by the sea waves. Winds and tides cause waves. You all must be knowing how are waves caused. Waves are caused because of the winds and tides, and so they come to the coast. The hitting on the coast, again and again the waves come and hit on the coast, and because of this what happens, there are certain rocks and all near the sea. Okay, and these rocks get eroded. Erosion takes place over here. Coastal areas with wide beaches, there are certain coastal areas which are having wide beaches. Waves carry out depositional work. Okay, it is the work of the waves over here who carry out the depositional, erosional and transportational work. Okay, so this is the agent, that is the sea waves. Now let's talk about the erosional work of sea waves. Waves bring water. Not only water, but it also brings stones, pebbles, sand particles along with it when it is coming towards the shore. Okay, waves bring water, stones, pebbles, sand particles along with it when they are coming to the shore. And just because of this, it leads to the erosion of the coast. Okay, it comes and takes. So erosion goes on. Due to chemical and hydraulic action of the sea waves, too, erosion takes place. Okay, sometimes what happens? The chemical and as well as hydraulic action of the sea waves. Why chemical and hydraulic we are talking about? Because the water of the sea is alkaline. We have learned about this when the chemical weathering we have learned. Okay, so the water is alkaline and it is showing having a chemical reaction. Okay, due to chemical and hydraulic action of the sea wave, erosion also takes place. There are landforms. What type of landforms are formed over here? Wave cut platforms are formed. Then sea caves are formed. Then sea arches are formed. Sea cliffs are formed. Okay, so such type of different landforms are formed because of the erosional work of the sea waves. Okay, you can see over here in this picture the work of the sea waves. Because of the sea waves, what is happening over here? You can see that the sea cave is formed over here. Then a sea cliff we can see over here. Sea cliff is formed. Then a wave cut platform is formed. Okay, this is your wave cut platform. Then this is your sea arch and this is your sea stack. Okay, so these are the various landforms formed because of the sea waves. You can see in this picture also how a cliff it is looking, how it you can see a cliff over here. Okay, how the first of all the land was still here. Because of the erosion, what happened? It has gone back. Okay, then wave cut platforms are formed. Wave cut platforms you can see over here. These are wave cut platforms. Yes, so what is this? This is a sea cliff. What it is? Sea cliff. Yes, this is a sea arch. See how it is looking so very beautiful. It is a sea arch. Now let's see about the depositional work of sea waves. Now whatever eroded material is there at the seabed, okay, inside the seabed, whatever eroded material is there, they move towards the coast and away from the coast due to the tides. You must be knowing high tide and low tide. Because of the high tide and low tide, this eroded material which is there that comes to the coast and it goes back into the sea also. They become fine due to attrition and hitting each other, coming and going, okay, hitting against each other. They become very much fine. Deposition occurs at the places where the effect of waves is less. Naturally, when the speed of the wave is lesser, there only the deposition will take place, as we have seen in the winds. Same here also, when the waves are lesser, okay, the effect is lesser, that time the deposition takes place. And what type of landforms are formed because of this depositional work of sea waves? Beaches, sandbars, lagoons. These are the various landforms formed. Yes, this is a lagoon. You can see over here. Then this is a beach, sea beach. Then this is a sea bar. Okay. Now let's see the next agent, that is the groundwater. Okay, even the groundwater plays a very important role. Okay, it also acts as a agent. Okay, work of groundwater and landforms formed. The rainwater accumulated in non-porous layers of rocks. Okay, whatever rainwater that goes inside the ground, it gets accumulated in non-porous layers of rocks. Okay, it seeps into the ground through cracks, and that is only called as groundwater. Okay, now let's see what is the work of the groundwater. Let's talk about the erosional work of the groundwater. The soluble minerals in the water, whatever soluble minerals are there in the water, get dissolved and flow with the groundwater. Okay, whatever soluble minerals, the minerals which are very much soluble in the water, get dissolved in it and flow with the groundwater. Wherever the groundwater is going, there only the dissolved minerals will go. This is the erosional work. Okay, just because of the groundwater, the certain rocks which are there inside, the minerals in the rocks get soluble in the water, and along with the water they travel from one place to the other. So this is how erosional work takes place in the with the help of groundwater. Now let's talk about the depositional work of groundwater. When the groundwater evaporates, okay, when the groundwater is evaporated or the volume of soluble mineral is more, then the solubility of the groundwater, the deposition of dissolved material start. Okay, when the groundwater which is there, it becomes lesser due to evaporation. Okay, or just because of some soluble minerals is more. At times what happened, water is less and the soluble minerals becomes more. Okay, then deposition takes place. Because of this deposition, what happens? Landforms like sinkholes are formed, limestone caves are formed, stalactites and stalagmites are formed. Okay, so these are the various landforms formed because of the depositional work of groundwater. You can see the sinkhole over here. Then this is the stalactites and stalagmites. Okay, now what is the difference between them? The upper part we can see over here, they are the stalactites, and this is the stalagmites. Okay, the top part is the stalactites and the down part, that is the stalagmites. Yes, identify the landform found by groundwater in the given diagram. Can you see this? This diagram is showing the stalactites and stalagmites. The upper one over here is your stalactites, correct, and the down one over here is your stalagmites, right. Now the lesson is over, children. Now answer some of my questions if you have understood the lesson. Rewrite the correct statement. Okay, the temperature range helps the wind in its work. Okay, the temperature range helps the wind in its work. Is it right? No. Then the temperature range is helping which agent in its work? Yes, the glaciers are helped. Okay, rivers work is more prominent than other agents of erosion in desert regions. In desert region, rivers work is more prominent? No, wrong. Whose work is more prominent over here? Wind, correct. Third one, the work of groundwater is effective in the area with soft rocks. The work of groundwater is effective in the area with soft rocks. Is it right? No. Whose work is effective over here? Again, it is the wind only. The work of wind is not limited like river, glacier or the sea waves and takes place everywhere. Is it right? No. The work of the wind is limited. Okay, it is limited like river, glacier or the sea waves and takes place everywhere. Okay, so understood everyone? That's all about this lesson, and we'll meet with a new lesson in the next lecture. Till then, thank you children.